What's up, everybody watching in the computer, smartphone, tablet, or TV? This is Andy, and welcome to my two-pack prediction of WWE Wargames and Survivor Series. So, we have made it to one of the most important wrestling weekends of the entire year. When you look at the Royal Rumble, when you look at WrestleMania, when you look at SummerSlam, Survivor Series is that old classic fall pay-per-view that we all look forward to every year. Something that, honestly, I don't look forward to that much because, honestly, I just look forward to the Royal Rumble more because, hello, whoever wins gets to go to WrestleMania. But I'll give you a recap of the schedule. So we have War Games coming up on the 23rd, which is today. So you should be seeing this 1 p.m., sometime after 1 p.m. on Saturday, November 23rd. And, of course, pay-per-view will be tonight at 7. And then we have Survivor Series tomorrow night, the 24th, which would be 7 o'clock again. And, of course, both pay-per-views are going to be taking place in Chicago, Illinois, at the Rosemont, Illinois, at the Allstate Arena. Right, Rosemont Arena. I'm like, no, Allstate Arena. But, to be fair, we are going to do what I like to do on dual-pack wrestling pay-per-view weekends. And that is, of course, talk about my favorite brand in the whole WWE, and NXT. So, brand has grown on me in the past year, I'd say. Since I started to watch. And I guess I can thank Jimmy Faluca from OWM for encouraging me to watch it. Because, honestly, I'm obsessed with NXT. Like, it's like my life now. But anyhow, let's get into the matches. So, first up, we're going to do the War Games matches. Why not? Because that's the whole point of the weekend. So, first up, we're going to go to the women's division because this is the only women's match on the card. So, we got Rhea Ripley. That is right. She used the team captain. Teaming up with Candice LeRae, Tegan Nox, and Mia Yim. Versus Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and a surprise, the NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray. Now, completely unexpected, but hey, you know, things happen, right? The way I look at things, you can't stop Shayna. Alright? She has had an incredible year, and I think this year continues for her. So, I do feel bad for Rhea Ripley. I do like her. I think she has a future in NXT, but when you're taking on somebody else's team, and that's where I'll get to my second point with the War Games match in just a second. But when you look at Shayna, nobody can stop her. She's been champion since October of last year. I just think that the way things end up, Team Shayna's going to win. But then the issue is going to be, what does this do for Shayna? Eventually, she's going to have to defend the title. My only theory is maybe she'll drop the title in January. Because that would have to be the next Takeover pay-per-view. Would have to be 2020. But in the meantime, Shayna wins. And I think 2019, hands down, is still the year of Shayna. I wish somebody could have beaten her by now, but Shayna's just unstoppable. Can't beat her. Our second War Games match, and this is the final one on the card, we have the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, baby! Of course, teaming up with his teammates Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, taking on Team Ciampa. So we have the former NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. Now, this is an advantage for the Undisputed Era. This is a 4-on-3 match. So you have Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, and Dominik Dijakovic. Now, this is my issue with Team Ciampa. How is Dominik Dijakovic and Keith Lee teaming up with each other when in this past calendar year, Keith Lee and Dominik Dijakovic have wanted to kill each other? I don't know how that makes any sense. And this is why Undisputed Era is going to win, because think about it. They're unstoppable. They hold all the gold in NXT right now. Adam with the NXT Championship. Bobby and Kyle with the Tag Team Championships. And then Roderick Strong with the North American title. How are you going to stop these guys? How? You just can't. So in the end, I think Undisputed Era wins. Completely shocked if Team Ciampa wins. Just like how I'll be shocked if Team Ripley wins in the women's division. But hey, it's War Games. Only happens once a year. So let's enjoy it while we can. Alright, very important singles match. We have, that's right, Matt Riddle taking on Finn Balor. Now, this made sense for Finn Balor to come back to NXT just because it could change him. It could make him the man that he was. All those takeovers 4 years ago, he was the man. He was the face of NXT. And now he's trying to do that all over again. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I just think Riddle's going to win. I think all the momentum for Riddle to have a good 2020 starts now. Don't get me wrong. I think that Matt Riddle is destined for good things next year. But you have to beat one of the all-time greats, and that starts with Finn Balor. So the bro ends up winning this match. I think Matt's going to win this match. I really hope that Riddle can get the momentum that he needs, because right now I just sense the passion in Matt. I just sense that he wants to have a big year next year. So Riddle's going to win. I feel bad for Balor, but that's how things work in this industry. And this is where we get to Survivor Series in just a second. This is a good transition. So we have the triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the NXT Championship. Adam Cole will be defending the NXT Championship at Survivor Series. So this is a dark twist, because the way things end up at Survivor Series, and I'll get into this right now, because I'm just completely stunned how Adam Cole, and this is just crazy enough to even say this, Adam Cole may have to wrestle twice in one night. May have to, because I'm recording the first part on Thursday night, because it's Thursday, right, the 21st. But that's why I'm going to have to mash this all up and wanted to share. But we'll know tomorrow night, hopefully on SmackDown, and that's why I'll tape it immediately after SmackDown tomorrow night, so I get an idea of what's going into everything. But, right. So we have Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, taking on Killian Dane and Damian Priest. So again, Adam Cole may have to wrestle twice in one night, because he may have to be on Team NXT taking on Team Raw and Team SmackDown. That's what I was going to get into. So Adam's going to have to defend the NXT title and fight on Team NXT. It's possible. But who's going to face Adam Cole? Pete Dunne, Killian Dane, or Damian Priest? Honestly, it has to be Pete Dunne. Because look at the other two men. Killian Dane, heel. Damian Priest, heel. Now, I will respect the fact that Damian Priest, a.k.a. Luis Martinez, is from New York. All right? So he is from New York. We'll admit that. And I'll mention that he is actually Puerto Rican. I'm kind of surprised he has Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican and he has a deep voice. How is that possible? But anyhow, he's a heel. Killian Dane's a heel. He's from Belfast, Northern Ireland. He faced Matt Riddle last month. Very good match. Now we bring up Pete Dunne. You know why I think Pete Dunne's going to win this match? He was champion in the UK division for 2 years. Okay? This is his destiny. Okay, fine. He lost the Takeover New York to Walter in April. Doesn't matter now. Walter's been killing it in UK. Alright? I can respect that Walter is still the champion. Fine. Fine. Alright? Let Walter... Just let Walter do his thing. Okay? Let Walter's group, I think it's called the Faction. I don't even know what it's called. I forget. I forget at the moment, but Walter's been champion since April. Pete Dunne needed to go somewhere. You know where he needed to go to? Full Sail. This is good momentum for him. Could he beat Adam Cole? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But what I am saying is they should have the match happen at Survivor Series. Makes complete sense. So your winner in the triple threat with Damian Priest and with taking a brief pause, Killian Dane, because making, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think because my dad was just yawning in the background. I can't say it. What the heck? Pete Dunne just wins. You gotta have him face Adam Cole. People want to see the match happen. I want to see the match happen. And, think about it. Most of the fans who are going to be at TakeOver are going to be at Survivor Series the next night. I have a good feeling. So, NXT fans, you need to show up. If you're coming from Florida, we're going to take over Chicago. Alright? I've never been to Full Sail, but I know if I go to Orlando, I'm going to go to Full Sail. Because I want to see NXT. Now with that, I end this recording. I'm going to be back Friday night. So I'll come back with the second part. And again, same video. So, be right back. Alright, so now I'm taping on Friday night the 22nd. And I'm very annoyed at the end of SmackDown. They just botched the whole show. It was a good show. NXT had some highlights tonight. And then they decided to have this stupid match with Team SmackDown fighting each other. How stupid can you get? And then bring out the big dog, Roman Reigns. My God, how stupid is... It's just dumb booking. Very idiotic, dumb booking. So I guess what we're going to have to do is just go right into my predictions for Survivor Series. So, here we go. So I figured, to be fair, I'm going to do all of the Survivor Series elimination matches first, because it is fair to everybody watching, because that's the whole point of the pay-per-view. It's called Survivor Series for a reason. So we'll go to the women's division. We got Team Raw, led by the team captain, Charlotte Flair, with Natalya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Sarah Logan, taking on Team SmackDown, led by Captain Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross. For Team NXT, you have Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Nox, Mia Yim, and Toni Storm. Now, this is a decent team on NXT, but in my opinion, I think SmackDown has the better women's roster, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I like the man, Becky Lynch has just been tearing it up this year. But in terms of teams, I just like how the SmackDown team is built up. So I'm going to give Team SmackDown in the women's division the win here. Team SmackDown, your winner. Now we go into a tricky situation with the men's 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. So we're going to have Team Raw led by Captain Seth Rollins with Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Ricochet. Taking on Team SmackDown led by Captain Roman Reigns. And this is the fight. So here's what's happening tonight. So we have Roman Reigns teaming up with Ali and Shorty G taking on Corbin, Zayn, and I think it's Nakamura. I don't even know what it is, guys. As soon as they bought Roman Reigns, I just turned off my TV downstairs. I came up here to my random studio because downstairs is like my main TV in the living room where I watch the news, sports, online stuff. Up here, where I record PS4, record any randomness videos, edit them. So I just came up here because I was so annoyed. But anyhow, let's just go to Team SmackDown. Roman Reigns, Mustafa Ali, Braun Strowman, King Corbin, Shorty G. Now, NXT. So, in theory, you need 5 men to be in this match. So, on the top of my head, I'm going to pick 2 men who I could see being in this match already. So, number 1, I'd have to go with Team Captain Velveteen Dream. Now, Velveteen Dream has been out with a back injury. But rumor has it that he is going to travel to Chicago and be team captain. Which, in my opinion, I think they're going to make the official announcement maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow, or whenever this video gets posted, they'll make the announcement. So, the second pick for Team NXT is going to be Johnny Gargano. Now, yes, I am dead serious about this. I think Johnny Gargano will be, in fact, on Team NXT. Now, as far as the other men who I could see taking part of the NXT team, I'd have to say, on the top of my head, DIY's going to have to reunite. So I put Tommaso Ciampa one more time. So it would be Ciampa. And then you have to put Keith Lee. And then you have to put in Matt Riddle. Because who else are you going to put in? They're already in Chicago. It makes sense. So again, let's recap my team. So it would be Team Captain Velveteen Dream, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. Stupid tablet just distracted me. So it'd be Gargano, Ciampa, Riddle, and then Lee. So that would be the 5 men who would be on the team. Now, who has the advantage here? I think SmackDown's team for the men looks completely weak. I hate to admit it, but come on. I mean, Braun Strowman's okay. Obviously, Roman Reigns, duh, Universal Champion and WWE Champion. But Ali, Corbin, I'm sorry, but I'm still annoyed that Corbin won King of the Ring because I thought McIntyre was going to win it. And then Shorty G, Chad Gable. So it's a pointless team. Now at NXT, if you put that team together, they're the favorites. Because these are men who are on top of their game right now. Alright, fine, Gargano's been missing. And then you have, of course, Velveteen. He's had a good year. So he should be team captain. Now Raw, I think, has a little bit of an advantage because you have Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Ricochet. So if I had to pick somebody, if NXT has their cards right, here's how I'm going to decide it. It's a pick 'em for me. I'm going to either say that Team Raw will win or Team NXT will win. I'm not going with a specific team here, but SmackDown's going to lose. That's just my opinion on that front. But either Team Raw or Team NXT is going to win. So there you have it. Now, we're going to get to the championship matches. Oh, right, we have a champion versus champion versus champion. So let's go to those matches. Right, so we have AJ Styles, United States Champion, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, Intercontinental Champion. Taking on Roderick Strong, the North American Champion. The way I view things in this match, I think the advantage goes to AJ Styles just because I think they're making him look stronger each and every time. AJ Styles, it's just the man that you do not want to get into a ring with. He is a very tough competitor. I like Roderick Strong. Shinsuke Nakamura, okay, he has Sami Zayn as his mouthpiece, but who cares? AJ Styles should win this match. So, your winner in that match will be AJ Styles. Now we're going to move on to the last champion versus champion match. And this is where I like how everything's played out here. We have the man, the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, taking on Bayley, your SmackDown Women's Champion, taking on Shayna Baszler, the NXT Women's Champion. Now, obviously, in my fantasy, I wanted to see the man take on Shayna Baszler because Shayna's close ties with Ronda Rousey. So that's one of the reasons why, because let's do a little bit of a flashback. So a long time ago, before Shayna became a wrestler, she was in fact in the UFC. She was in fact working out the same gym with Ronda Rousey. So they were very close friends. Very close friends. And then, of course, we know what happened to Ronda. We now know what happened to Shayna. Two-time champion. Shayna's been champion now for the past year. This stupid battery just dropped on me. But here's how I think things could go out here. So I think Bayley loses. Bottom line. Now, the reason why I think the man is going to lose to Shayna one-on-one, and I think they're going to save this for later on in the match. Bottom line is, you haven't been watching NXT. You need to watch NXT. Because this woman, Shayna Baszler, has just had a remarkable year. There's no question. I saw Shayna beat Kairi Sane last year at Evolution, and I was like, let's see what happens here, because heading into the match, we knew Shayna wanted to get that belt back last year, and I think she's lived up to the expectations. She's the hype. That's one of the reasons why I watch NXT, is because I just look forward to watching Shayna Baszler. Bottom line. And also, a quick fact about Shayna Baszler, she's actually a paramedic. Trained paramedic. But the woman, let me tell you, she is superiorly fit. She is strong. She is dominant. I thought maybe Rhea Ripley could have beaten her, but I don't know. I kind of want to see that rematch happen just because Rhea is such a badass too. But hey, Rhea's going to have a good weekend too. She's fighting its takeover. She has a War Games match. I got to give the woman credit, though. And in fighting for Team NXT the next night. So, overall, the winner in that match, champion versus champion versus champion for the women's division, will be none other than Shayna Baszler. Spoiler alert, I think she's going to have help from her friends. Not going to get into specifics, but you watch NXT, you know why. Okay, so now we get to the good stuff here. All right, so we're going to go to the NXT Championship. Oh, I go to the... Is there a... All right, there's one more match. Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. Hang on, I can't go to championship yet. We got another champion versus champion match. Here we go. Tag Team Division, Viking Raiders. Eric and Ivar, Raw Champion, taking on the New Day, Big E and Kofi. Taking on Undisputed Era. This is a pointless match. Viking Raiders are not going to win. Maybe the last two teams will be New Day and Undisputed Era standing. In the end, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly win. No need to get into it why, but Undisputed Era wins that match. So now we get to championship. So here we go. Adam Cole, baby! Taking on the winner of the triple threat. I earlier predicted in this video it would be Pete Dunne defeating Damian Priest. And of course, defeating... And again, the tablet just keeps distracting me. defeating Killian Dane. There we go. Now my train of thought's back. So, Pete Dunne will defeat Killian Dane, Damian Priest the night before Takeover. That means Pete Dunne gets a championship match with Adam Cole for this pay-per-view Survivor Series. So, hate to say it, but Adam Cole's going to win. I have to say this right now. Adam has to be the champion heading into 2020. Okay, fine. Pete Dunne was champion for 2 years in the UK division. So what? Who cares? Have you not seen what Adam Cole has done? Adam Cole is the face of NXT right now. He is the man you want to face. Championship or non-championship. Adam Cole's that guy you want to take on right now. If Adam doesn't win, like many people think that, oh, Adam might be vulnerable. Cole might lose the championship, baby. No, he won't. Okay? He's going to win. He's going to be champion. Listen, I'm calling it right now. He will still be the champion in January. After that, I don't know what happens. I don't know. But Adam's going to win. Adam has to close out the year as champion. There's no excuses. Triple H, make sure that he stays champion until next year. Make that booking decision now. The fans want to see it. I want to see it. It's like, okay, Pete Dunne. Who cares? It's a pointless match anyway for War Games. It's not like Matt Riddle taking on Finn Balor. The dream match. You want to see that match. But this has to happen. So Adam Cole, still your NXT champion, baby. Alright, so next up, for another championship match, we have... Right, so there's only 3 championship matches. What am I saying? So let's go to the SmackDown division. The Fiend Bray Wyatt taking on Daniel Bryan. Now, just on SmackDown, I just saw this. It was a pretty interesting segment where they had... Right. They had Daniel Bryan almost bring back the Yes movement, but... that didn't go anywhere because he just took on The Miz, botched the match, they brought out The Fiend. Excuse me for a second. But, I mean, will Daniel Bryan win? Maybe. I'm going to call this one a draw. I'm going to say this ends up in a no contest. The reason why I'm calling it that, because I just don't see a logical ending right now, like they did with the Hell in a Cell with Seth Rollins. I think they're going to probably save a rematch for next month's pay-per-view, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, because I'd have to think, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, wouldn't that be the next pay-per-view? Yeah, it would be the next pay-per-view. We'd have to, what's the date for that? Right, December 15th. So they have to have another match, so, sorry. Gonna have to admit it, but I'm calling it. The match will end in a no contest. Now, here's my theory on why I think the match will end in a no contest. I think Daniel Bryan's gonna get frustrated. He'll bring back the Yes movement. I know I'm gonna sound crazy. He'll use a weapon on Bray Wyatt. The bell will ring. Therefore, it's a no contest. No brainer. Sorry to say that, folks. You're disappointed. So, sorry. Now, here's what I think will close the show. I think this is going to close the show, maybe. Maybe the men's Survivor Series match. I don't know. It could be possible. We'll see. But we have a no-holds-barred match in the Raw division for the WWE Championship as Brock Lesnar will be taking on Rey Mysterio. So, interesting storyline. They've built up Rey Mysterio in this match properly. They've executed it very well with the Cain Velasquez background. And I know for a fact that Eddie Guerrero in the grave, I'm bringing him up, would want this match to happen. Trust me, Eddie would have wanted this match to happen. There's no perfect way to set up this match. Absolutely. Latino heat. I like Rey very much. And here's why I think Rey Mysterio will win this match. I think Cain Velasquez is going to come out, and what he'll do is they'll bring him out, and what they'll do is they'll be like, oh, well, let's bring him out, distract Brock, and then there'll be a good point in the match where Rey will hit the 619, and then he'll hit the frog splash. 1, 2, 3, new WWE champion. I'm sorry to batch Brock Lesnar here, but you have to understand something, okay? Rey Mysterio has been WWE champion once. Okay? One time. And you know why he was champion one time? It was because of the whole CM Punk storyline. If it wasn't for CM Punk taking the WWE Championship with him back in 2011, there wouldn't be that one little moment for Rey Mysterio back in 2011. Okay? Let's understand that. Can we understand that here? And keep in mind, he's 44 years old. Brock is what? Almost the same age, maybe a couple years younger? Oh my goodness. You know, let's look at the background of Mr. Rey Mysterio. One-time WWE champion. Lost the belt to John Cena on the same day. How crazy does that sound? World Heavyweight Champion 2 times. Cruiserweight Champion. Intercontinental Champion. Tag Team Champion. United States Champion. So he is, in theory, a Triple Crown winner. So he is a Triple Crown winner. He has a Hall of Fame career. Again, you have to keep the belt on Rey Mysterio for a while. There's no excuses. None. Okay? Let's understand that. And also, let's go back to 2006 here for a very quick moment here. Okay? Let's go back to WrestleMania 22. Let's go back to WrestleMania 22. You know why I'm going to bring up WrestleMania 22 here? You know why I'm going to do that? Because 2006, they did the right thing by making sure that Rey Mysterio would get his moment. That was a triple threat match where he defeated Randy Orton and Kurt Angle. Okay? Understand that. The way they had that set up going into WrestleMania 22, it's perfect. So whenever there's a good Rey Mysterio storyline, you have to keep it going. Is it possible that 13 years later, is it possible in almost 7 years after winning and losing the belt on the same day in July of 2011 that Rey Mysterio could win? Yes. So your new champion will be the savior of the 619, San Diego, California, Rey Mysterio. And trust me, Eddie Guerrero would have wanted this to go down. And trust me, I'm sure Eddie's looking on the grave right now wondering what's going on here. You know, he probably is. So I think with that, I wrap up my predictions. I'm all done here. Unless I see something that's updated on the Wikipedia page. I'm just double checking one more time. Nope, I don't see anything. It's 10:04. I don't see anything on Friday night. So if this video's outdated, well, too bad. I gotta get to one to share and edit it. So, thank you all for watching. If you're in Chicago, enjoy the 2 pay-per-views. And very quickly, WWE Network, both pay-per-views, Takeover, later tonight. So again, you should be seeing this video on Saturday. Takeover and Survivor Series, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. WWE Network. So enjoy it. I'll hopefully have a reaction video to NXT later tonight. I might even do a live stream if I'm in the mood to do it. Hell, I might even do it late at night. Might be a midnight stream for all we know. So, thank you all for watching. Until the next one, please take